Welcome back to Steve's Vintage Model Builds, and thanks to everyone who's stopping by. Appreciate your time, and hope you find it fun and informative while I share my passion. Thanks to all my subscribers, and I appreciate everyone's time who decides to spend a bit of it with my channel. Alright, so I recently did a review on the ICM Studebaker truck 135 truck that Peter Oxley was kind enough to send to me. And when I got that, I just had to order this as a compliment. Because yeah, you wouldn't find just a truck all by itself alone there on a road like that. Yeah, not going to build a whole convoy. But the Willys Jeep, again, another super sturdy, what do you call it, almost indestructible vehicle that really, you know, as a general purpose utility vehicle, Jeep, that's where it comes from. Pretty tough to beat. They were simple, they were durable, they were rugged, and they could go almost anywhere. And this is the quarter-ton 4x4 version by Tamiya, my beautiful girl Tamiya. And to be honest with you, I can't remember how much it cost. I think I paid for it with points, and I think it was like $25 plus tax, something like that. It's not a super complicated kit, but like I said, I wanted something to complement the ICM Studebaker. Alright, so yeah, so we got the 135 Military Miniature Series, number 219. Indicates static display model, lifelike figure, plentiful accessory parts. Ooh, plentiful. Wow, how about that? And ready to assemble. Detailed scale model for hobbyists age 14 and above. Again, I think they're pretty conservative on that. Any 10, 12-year-old, certainly with supervision, would be able to deal with this, I'm sure, although I haven't seen the inside of it yet. And it's their catalog number 35219. And they indicate this paint scheme here on the side. It's a Jeep. And it says here ASCZ or Z 3886 Transportation Corps Truck Company number 2. And it shows here copyright to me in 1997. And I believe that's when this was tooled. So it's newer than a lot of the Tamiya kits that I review and build. And then on the side here, they give you an indication they've got the Jeep thing. Again, looks like the Alaska highway country. Just, you know, exactly what you need a Jeep for. There's an optional light machine gun, and holstered, unholstered. M1 SMG with scabbard, M1 rifle with scabbard, and a M1919A4 light machine gun, and a 30 caliber ammunition box. I don't think I will be putting a machine gun on it, but hey, an extra machine gun always comes in handy, right? We all know that. Alright, so here we go, and we'll open her up here. This just came today, so there we go. Oh, and the box is perfect. It came in one of those blue and white Amazon envelopes. It's not bashed or smashed, or, well, there's a little crease here, but corner to corner, but no big deal there. Okay, so we'll open her up here, see what we get. As always, we get the Tamiya Tech Tips. I have so many of these, I use them as box liners for painting. They're a perfect size for a little box like that, for smaller models that I do. Okay, and here we get the body of the Jeep. I mean, it's the body of a Jeep. Other companies, yeah, I don't know. I never had a Jeep before, a US Jeep. I don't know why. But other companies might do all this all separate and everything, but to me it does it as one tub. It keeps the cost down, I guess. And we get 2 sprue bags, plus some clear parts. And we'll wrestle with the staples here, or as Tamiya calls them, Hotchkiss fasteners. I'm not kidding. And maybe they own the Hotchkiss fasteners company. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Okay, so sprue bag number 1 here, we get windscreen and looks like headlamps. That's it. Windscreen and headlamps. I'm not going to open the bag here. The windows look perfect. There's no detail. There's no wipers. Oh, thank you. I hate painting the wipers on the clear plastic. And then I guess, yeah, these are the headlamps. So yeah. And here we got, what do you know, Jeep parts. How about that? Okay, so we got exhaust system, and we got the plate here that covers whatever it covers and protects. I guess it's probably the differential or something like that. We've got the grill here. Oh, yeah, that's where the lamps will go. That'll be fun to do. I see a tiny little bit of flash. No, that's not flash. No. I don't see any flash at all. Even on these rails that go, I guess, in the back. Absolutely perfect. I love you, Lady Tamiya. Okay, Steve, control yourself. Okay, so that goes in there. That goes back in there. And sprue number 2. There we go, and so we've got the wheels. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 4 regulars and a spare. And again, we've got the hubs here, the weapons, drivetrain, front part of the drivetrain, rear part of the drivetrain. And here's the steering wheel, shovel, gas cans, axe, fire extinguisher looks like maybe. And again, absolutely no flash whatsoever. And here's the figure. You can see the facial expression. His belt and ammo pouches here, laces on the boots. Actually, these are putties. You British guys will know what putties are. And Marines. Hoorah. And yeah, you know, his fingers. There's detail on his cuffs here. There's the usual beautiful stuff from Tamiya. Absolutely perfect. Okay, and we got decals here. No staples. Oh, look. How about that? Oh, look. These have been heat sealed. There's two little dots of heat seal here. Oh. Yeah, because you don't want staples around decals. Some of their older kits, the decals, they have staples. So, that's my modern girl. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Oh my goodness, we get a lot of, look at this. A lot of decals. Oh, and this one's really cool. It says Convoy Commander. I'm going to make it into a convoy. Now I have a convoy commander. There's also for military police. Different registration numbers, different registration colors. Yeah, very, very nice. That's a very nice. Was that Monty Python? That's a very nice, very nice. Monty Python's Flying Circus, the absolutely most funny, intelligent humor ever conceived. Lies, oh lies. No, they're brilliant, and you British guys will know. Not everybody's cup of tea, but if you want a, if you want a perfect example of the finest in British humor, that's, you don't have to go any farther than Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay, and so, alright, so we got a nice little write-up here. This is in booklet form. Well, no, it's kind of a fold-out booklet. And you can tell this is a more recent one from '97 because they're older kits from the '70s. They still have the instructions in English, instructions in Japanese, and decal instructions in Japanese. Which can be kind of fun once you get used to it. Alright, so I won't read the whole thing, but here we go. Without a doubt, the Jeep Willys MB occupies a significant position in the whole automotive industry. The origin of the Jeep vehicle dates back to early 1941, when U.S. forces ordered the Willys, Ford, and Bantam companies to develop prototypes of a small-sized, multi-purpose four-wheel drive vehicle. During the early stage of World War II, Germany had achieved outstanding successes by using motorized troops and their blitzkrieg tactics. It became a pressing need for Allied nations to possess tough and reliable vehicles with excellent cross-country ability. In November 1941, the Army, with alterations on the front grille and hood to the Ford design, chose the Willys vehicle as the basis for the main production model. This marked the birth of the Willys MB, Model B, that provided unmatched ability to transport Allied troops during the conflict. The early Willys MB had a welded, slat-type front grille. Due to the necessity of increasing production, the Army ordered Ford to join the mass production using the Willys MB's blueprints. It was designated the GPW, and a simple pressed steel front grille was introduced. During 1942, the Willys MB and Ford GPW ran over every battlefield. As a means of transit for soldiers, it played an important role in bringing the Allied victory. It was also used for liaison, command, communication, and sometimes even as an ambulance or a light firearms carrier. Production reached approximately 640,000 units by August 1945. And it was the Willys Jeep with the 30 cal machine guns, or maybe 50 cal. Rest in peace, Justin Tarr, just passed away last year as a result of a surfing accident. So here we go. We'll get into it here. We'll open her up. There you go. Lots to see here. And we have 13 steps. Alright, so we get the usual, all the details. Tamiya's really good about this. They tell you what you're going to need. Various different paints. All Tamiya reference numbers. And here we start out with the assembly of the motor and the chassis. I'm putting that on the chassis or the frame. Then we move to the underside, the drivetrain, exhaust, leaf springs. It's not a complicated design vehicle, so shouldn't be a complicated build. The radiator and inserting the clear parts, attaching the body parts. You get quite a bit of detail here. Shifter, handbrake, There you go. Seat assembly, driver's seat, rear seat. And putting it all in the tub, and looks like we've got a nicely detailed instrument panel here. I didn't specifically look at that, but I expect it'll be nice. Attaching the chassis to the body, assembling the wheels. Attaching the wheels. Assembling the jerry can. Various bits and pieces of the engine assembly and so forth. Good, we have separate wipers. And yeah, nice rack for the rifle on the front. That's going to fit in just perfectly with the Alaska Highway. Can't go up there without a rifle. There's bears up there. White ones, brown ones, black ones. Big brown ones. Really big brown ones. Really big white ones. It's like a whole multicultural bear nation up there. Okay, and so then you've got the painting of the figure. Shows you all the different color scheme. I'm gonna, I got quite a few Tamiya figures, and I think I'm gonna do a Tamiya figure painting day of a whole bunch of different ones that I've got with different kits. And being the rebel that I am, just because it comes with one kit doesn't mean you can't use it with another kit, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. And then we've got the various different iterations. This is what you do if you want the machine gun. Putting all this stuff together, blah blah blah, 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 blah. And then they give us the decaling. They've got 5th Armored Division, ASCZ. I'm not sure what that is. 7th Armored Division. Yeah, the rivet counters are going to hate me because the decals just won't be there for the right stuff. Other than Convoy Commander. Convoy Commander. Yeah. Sounds like a 1930s movie serial. Convoy Commander. Yeah. Okay, so then there's that. And then we have finally 2nd Infantry Division. Oh, Czechoslovakia. So I guess that's what ASCZ or Z is. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. You know, details or tips on applying the decals. Alright, so it's ratings time. Rating time. And as always, I put up cards. I don't know why they don't show up. Maybe they do for you. I don't always see them. But anyways, I'll put up a card on how I rate a kit. There's a video out there. There's a video on my channel. And if you can't find that, I've also posted it as a post in the community section of my channel. Okay, so packaging, 2 points. Actually, no, I changed my mind. 2 1/4. Because for once, this one came in another blue and white bubble bag from Amazon, and it's perfect here. Yeah, it was nicely taped together. No baffs, and everything's good. So impressed with that. Got to give an extra bonus point. Give credit where it's due. Okay, so yeah, so 2 1/4 for the packaging. For the sprues, complete, no flash. That gets a 1/4 bonus point. No molding, bubbles, holes, nubs, recesses, ejection pin marks where they didn't look like they should be. So yeah, 2 1/4 there. Parts, a full 3. Quality of plastic is excellent. Nicely detailed. There were no warped or broken parts. Ample decals. Plentiful, one could say. That offer, various different iterations, as it were. Instructions, 3 points. They had nice general service and history notes. As always with Tamiya, and the instructions were clear. They didn't have a a colored insert, but I mean, this is pretty much all you need to know. I mean, it's a Jeep. It's olive drab, right? The wood things are wood, and the uniform's the uniform, and that's it. So there you go. And I'm going to give it a full half point, because Miss Tamiya, you know, flattery gets you everywhere, for value. And the reason is that, yeah, it's a pretty basic kit, but it wasn't expensive, and it's exactly what I want for what I'm going to do with it. And so, yeah, so sue me if you don't like it. Or leave a comment. I'm always happy to view, respond. I don't mind criticism. I don't mind. The only thing I mind is negativity and profanity. That won't hold any water on my channel. Okay, so keeping it under 30 minutes for this one. And again, people have probably seen this before. But it's the kind of kit that, it's not a flashy kit. But one of the reasons we enjoy this hobby is building history, as it were. And so this guy will definitely be right up there on my Tamiya painting figures bonanza or marathon, whatever it will be. I promise not to subject you to that, other than with just updates. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks again to everyone who stops in to view, whether it's the full video or only a short time. I really appreciate it. Hope you find it useful, informative, and maybe even helpful in making a purchase selection. As I always say, hard to go wrong with Tamiya. It really is. And people can talk about shake and bake. Rivet counters can talk about this and that, and but with Tamiya, almost without exception, you're going to get a finely engineered kit with beautifully, what do you call it, injected plastic. Beautiful parts, simple, easy to follow instructions, and everything fits. And then you can take it from there. So thanks again, and everybody have a great day. Bye now.